Oh, are they going to try and cast a spell? Yeah, they're going to try and cast the Dwellers of Below on my Norscan Ice Trolls. Joke's on you, Fey Enchantress. Half of the damage is about to get negated by my spell resistance. Welcome to Total War Warhammer 3, where today we are going to be taking trolls and turning them into some of the most powerful units in the entire game. We start out in the Chaos Wastes, and we do need to get rid of these units here, as well as our hero, which unfortunately is actually a really good hero. And then one of the benefits as playing as Throgg is our upkeep for Norscan Trolls and Ice Trolls is reduced by 20%, and we also get a physical resistance of 15%, which is pretty nice. And then our opening battles are going to be relatively simple. All we're doing is getting into fights, beating up lots of enemy units, making sure that their Marauder Horsemen can't get any shots off, and letting our Norscan Ice Trolls deal with units like their Skin Wolves. Also, charging is going to be one of our best friends in this campaign, since our typical troll has a charge bonus of 24, which isn't bad, but it does help as they do have kinda low leadership here. And we have the Marauder Horsemen shattered, that is good, and we have one. And here we go, this is the Forbidden Citadel, the final settlement of this province, and we are going to want the extra growth so we can try and get the Monolith of Flesh all the way up to tier 3 a little bit faster. This is because at tier 3, we can build the only recruitment building that we actually need, the Ice Troll Lair. And now, on turn 15, we can recruit the first units of the game. This is really long overdue. And of course, because I prefer the Ice Trolls, we're going to get rid of these normal Norscan Trolls, so that way we can eventually field an entire army of just Ice Trolls, which is only going to take about 4 turns to come online. So a few turns have passed, and we have gotten all of our trolls up and running. We also have gotten the Wintertooth Crown for our wonderful boy Throgg. And now it is time to start moving towards Wulfric and all of his forces. We've also picked up Ice-Blooded Strength, which increases the weapon strength of our trolls, and Chaos Surge, which increases their charge bonus. So now it's time to get Corpulent Sails for the extra movement range. Also, Frostbitten is going to be nice, since with 2 skill points in there, we will be able to get an additional 4 melee attack and 6% weapon strength on our Norscan Trolls and also Ice Trolls. So needless to say, they're looking pretty good. And then inside a battle, they do absolutely wonderful. The Ice Trolls are able to tear through most any Norscan unit, and are almost fast enough to catch up their Marauder Horsemen. But although we are doing pretty good, there's still one issue that some of our trolls have, which is, of course, their leadership. But this issue is easy enough to fix, since King of the Trolls gives a leadership bonus of plus 12 to all troll units, and reduces their upkeep by another 10%, which is absolutely wonderful. And then Mutant Regeneration will give our trolls horrible regeneration, as well as a missile resistance of 20%. Then, with the Monstrous Fiends trait, we can increase trolls' melee defense by 8, and also give them Frenzy. Put the final point into Frostbitten, which is going to give them plus 6 melee attack and a weapon strength of plus 12%. Which means now their weapon strength is 147, melee defense is 43, and melee attack is 47. Plus, of course, they get all the fun stuff from Frenzy. Then we can get a Troll Guardian banner to give one of our trolls some extra melee defense, the Guardian trait, Unbreakable, and Expert Charge Defense. And then the final skill point inside of Throgg's skill tree will give all of his trolls plus 12 armor, plus 12% weapon strength, and of course a ward save of 8% because why not? But this is of course Total War Warhammer 3, which means we can always do better. So some time has passed, and we are very close to hitting the ultimate point where Throgg just goes absolutely ballistic and becomes insanely overpowered. There are 3 final things that we need. The first one is the Giant Cygor Eyeball, as this now gives a spell resistance of 25% to every single unit in my army, which is insane. The second thing I need is the Witchfinder General, which increases Throgg's replenishment rate by 10%. And then the final thing is the Secrets of Steel and Magic, which gives every single unit in every single army a vigor loss reduction of 15% during siege battles, which isn't too great, then a weapon strength of 25% and a spell resistance of 10%. And like I said, that affects every single unit in every single one of my armies across the entirety of the map. It does not matter whether it is one of Throgg's trolls, who now have 191 weapon strength and a 45% spell resistance, or the random Norscan ice trolls under Jervis, who only have the 10% spell resistance. All of them get it. And now, as a demonstration of what Throgg's army's like, we're going to go up against the Fey Enchantress. She has a pretty decent army. Our settings are on very hard for battle difficulty with max AI cheats. And let's do this. And you know what? Since Scylla Anfingrim isn't technically a troll, we're actually going to dismiss him from the field of battle. And there you go. Scylla, you can now run away. I don't think Khorne is going to be mad about that at all. And it looks like the mounted yeomen archers decided that they wanted to come to the front and attack Throgg. I can't imagine that that's going to go badly. No, not at all. Are they going to try and cast a spell? Yeah, they're going to try and cast the Dwellers of Below on my Norscan ice trolls. Joke's on you, Fey Enchantress. Half of the damage is about to get negated by my spell resistance. As a matter of fact, I don't even think the Norscan ice trolls took any damage at all. Oh hey, let's just drop a spell on the Norscan ice trolls. Yeah, let me guess. This is going to do, no damage. It does 0 damage. It's what all that resistance gets you. Ward save, spell resistance, missile resistance, I got it all. Also, it's absolutely hilarious to see all these cav units. All of them are just running from the Norscan ice trolls. Like, come on, guys. Catch up, or stop running, one of the two, depending on which side of the battle you're on. Oh, hey Fey Enchantress, Norscan ice trolls, let's see. How long does the Fey Enchantress last? I would say not very long. She's getting absolutely torn apart right now. Oh my, yeah, she's getting ripped apart. I'm only gonna give you another couple of seconds. Yep, you're gone. Who all is still remaining? About 400 dudes. I'm gonna assume that it is just a matter of time before they get army losses. Actually, yeah, looks like, yep, that's army losses. So, yeah, very quick battle, and that was on very hard difficulty. The Fey Enchantress got absolutely destroyed, and she only took down 1 enemy. That's it! We lost 2 units. They lost over 1,000. That's very lopsided. Very lopsided indeed. And I also think that goes to show you just how strong ice trolls can be under Throgg. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Also, go into the comments and let me know what you thought of the video. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.